just a quick tutorial video to show you guys how to get set up for Monday start for our 28-day shred. So I'm just going to log in, which everyone has this. If you've registered to do the shred, you've got your password and you've got this URL as well. So we're going to go into the shred resource page. All right, first thing we are going to do, I would love for you guys to all go through this mindset work. Now, the goal setting workbook will come to us. As your coaches, we want to help you to achieve your goals. In the goal setting worksheet, we not only set short-term, but we set some long-term goals as well. Because you know what, throughout 2022, we are really upping our support level and we really want to support you guys. So we've got that there. With the habits, we've done that one as a PDF, so it's more of a solo journey, that one. We'd love you guys to go through that though and really spend some time, because next week we are going to be asking questions in regards to what habits you are trying to either make or break, all right? Up next, movement. Please book into some classes for next week. Remember, we want you guys to attend at least 3. We want you to make that commitment to us as we are making that commitment to you, all right? At least 3 classes. The timetable's right there, so you can book straight in, or you can jump into your app and do it that way. Now, this one is the one that takes the most time, planning nutrition. But once this is done, it gets easier, all right? So I'm going to do it for me. I'm going to show you guys mine because I'm actually on it with you and I need to get set up. So all we do is we go to precision nutrition, all right? This is one that I really like to use. I use this one and IFM, but I am actually preferring this at the moment because I've been doing quite a lot of study through precision nutrition. All right, so here we go. Is this for you or a client? We're going to say that's for myself. And I'm going to be honest here, team. There we go. I'm 44. Oh, where'd the time go? I'm going to go in centimeters. So I'm doing all of my exact numbers. Please don't feel funny or weird when you see my numbers. Sometimes people say, oh, but we all have our goals, right? We all have our goals. Now here, you get to choose what you want to look at. You can either look at athletic performance, build muscle, lose weight. Myself personally, I feel like I need to lose a bit of body fat. I know that my muscle's there, but I know that I'm not eating the way I should, and I need help with that. So for me, that's mine. You choose yours, and it's not that I think I'm big, by the way. I just need to really harp on about that. It's not that I think I'm big, I just know that I am carrying more body fat than normal. Now, at the moment I'm weighing 58. My normal weight is between 51 and 55, depending on how muscly I am, because muscle weighs more and we all know that. Now, I'm not too worried about the scales. I just want to feel better in my clothes, but I need to give myself a target because that will help with my calorie and macro goals. Does that make sense? So it's not about me going, oh, I need to lose 3 kilos in 4 weeks. I actually don't even think that's possible for my size. So to be honest, 2 kilos in 4 weeks, half a kilo a week is pretty much where I would sit. All right, enough talking. Preferred eating style, again, you get to choose here. I'm an anything and everything. And this is now giving me what my macro split would be. This is perfect. Now, you guys who know me, you know I harp on about a really nice third split of macros. So for me, that's perfect. 30% protein, 35 carb, 35 fat. For myself, because I know how much strength training I do, I would actually put my protein up to 35 and drop my fat down to 30. But that's just because I know that works for me and I've done this before, all right? So I'm actually gonna customize that a little bit. What does it give me? I'll enter my own. So I know that I like to have 35% protein, I like 35% carbs, and 30% of fat. Now 30, what did it do? Let's go, anywhere between 20 to 40% of carbs is considered a low carb diet. Most people, just because most people eat well over that, and just because it's what we do, it's what we've known to do, it's how we've grown up. So I do recommend bringing carb intake down slightly and upping your protein. Protein keeps you fuller for longer. It helps to regenerate and protect your muscles and all the things. So for me, that's what I like. How many meals do I eat each day? I definitely eat at least 2 snacks and 3 actual meals. My snacks and my meals are quite similar in their actual size or density as well. How active each day? To be honest, you guys, I'm light at the moment. I train once a day, probably 4 or 5 days a week. I'm not even going to go moderate. I'm going to go light. Oh, no, look, I'll go moderate. Heavy is someone who's literally like construction worker, like up and down working a lot. Yeah, I'm going to go light. See? Weekly workouts, 1 to 3 hours of gentle to moderate, 3 to 4 of moderate. I certainly don't do 4 to 6 hours, that's for sure. I'm going to go with moderate. So the more you put there, the more calories it's going to give you. If you think about it, the more energy you're expending, the more calories you're going to need, all right? So this is now telling me what my macros are here and what my calories are here. It also gives you some really cool information. I do love this website, and you can actually get a guide which shows you even more in returns to how to build a plate, which I love the how to build a plate option in this plan as well. All right, so with this information here, I've got 16:10. I'm just going to write it down. I can remember that. And I've got my protein, carb, and fat split that I like. Next thing I'm going to do is go to Myfitnesspal. Now you can do this on the Myfitnesspal app, or you can do it online. I've just opened it up to keep it nice and simple. Fitness goals, daily nutrition goals, edit. And in here, we got 16:10, and I got 35. That one's going to be 30 and 35 here. And save changes. You can do that on your app or online, okay, to make it easy. So once you've got that, you guys, that's the hardest step really. So head back to the 28-Day Shred website, and now you know what your unique calorie and macro goal is. We are all different. It is useless me giving you a 1,200 to 1,500 calorie plan that sends you into cravings, binging, and just drops you off. Does that make sense? It is so much more efficient for you to learn how to do the right thing, and also, well, not the right thing, what's the right thing, but it's for you to actually get educated on how to be in charge of this stuff yourself, all right? So once we've done Myfitnesspal and we've set up all of our defaults, the next thing we're going to look at is which nutrition plan we choose. Build your plate just means that you're not cooking recipes, you're going simple. For example, if you're an eat anything person, that might be the 2 palm sizes of chicken, followed by the amount of veg that it's written on the Build Your Plate resource, which I can show you there. There's the Build Your Plate resource, plus then your carbs and then your fat. When you're doing your veg or your salad, you don't put your carbs in there. Does that make sense? So hand portion control is what we're looking at. You start with your protein. You fill half of the plate with fruit or veg, but that does not mean your heavy carbs, all right? Then you're going to add in your carbs. So that's your brown rices, even potatoes, all your whole meals, etc. And then from there, can I go to the next page from here? No, yes I can. Then you add your source of fat. We've added the male on here as well because of course a lot of hubbies do join in. So we've added the male on there as well. This option is a really easy one that you can use 2 ways. You can measure and track your food through Myfitnesspal, or you just build your plate, all right? You won't be tracking your macros and your calories as specifically. So it's kind of a bit more of an open version, if that makes sense. But I recommend tracking, which means weighing and inputting into Myfitnesspal every meal you have. But it's up to you, all right? That will at least get you eating healthier. You will be eating more protein, you will be eating more salad and veg, and you will be eating less carbohydrates and monitoring the amount of fat that you eat, all right? But then the other option, of course, is to then do that method, but track the food in Myfitnesspal. That will get you further and quicker than not, all right? We've got a DIY meal planner here. This meal planner is so that you can then decide what you're eating for dinners. If you're a standard eater like I am, which is my protein, my veg, my plate, that's what I use, all right? I'm not much of a recipe cooker, and I don't so much like the fancies. But we have these options here for you as well, you guys. High protein, low carb, and vegetarian. Now, if you want to go, it doesn't matter which one you choose, you guys, they're all good for you recipes. And then when you're tracking these, which you can do through the recipe packs, you will be able to see what you need to add in to meet your calorie target. We have a 100 calorie snack resource. And what that will be about, if you use, let's just say, okay, let me just give you an example. If you use this first meal plan, all right, or this meal plan here, we've got a meal plan here, high protein blueberry pancakes for breakfast, followed by chicken and pineapple salad. For your snack, they're giving you some options here. And then, of course, for dinner, a turkey and broccoli stir fry, all right? So that would be day 1. Now, if you were to choose those meals, and there's a meal plan shopping list there for you for what is on that plan, as you choose your meals and you make the recipe, you can scan them with this Myfitnesspal app, Myfitnesspal barcode. Like if I got my phone out, this is going to be a long video. If I go to Myfitnesspal, it has a really handy barcode option. So if I'm putting in some food, let's say I'm putting in breakfast, it's actually got, I don't know if you can really see, but maybe it's got scan a barcode. You click on scan a barcode. I'm going to zoom this in a little. Shrunk. And you can grab that barcode and it will grab that recipe for you. All right. That grabs that recipe for me so that all the calories, the carbs, the fat, everything is in Myfitnesspal nice and quick. Now, when you start working out your days, I recommend doing that at the start of the day so that you can actually see what your day is going to look like, and then you can plan your snacks. Does that make sense? So if you use that meal plan, it's got your 3+ snack options. When you need snack options, you can use what you can find in the recipe booklet, or of course, we have a quick snack guide here. With the quick snack guide, we've worked them out on calories. We haven't worked them out on carbs, protein, fat. So these are really basic things that you can then pop into Myfitnesspal and try to meet your target. I recommend doing that at the start of the day or even at the start of the week. I know it's a lot of prep, but it's important. It's a really important piece of the puzzle in order to get yourself under control and to know exactly what you're eating, all right? We also have a plant protein guide here. The plant protein guide is basically for vegos. We have done the math for you on how many grams of protein per 100 gram on all of these options, all right? And that's just to give you guys, if you look at the, the high protein recipes, they do have a lot of animal protein. You may want to swap those out, alrighty? So that is everything, team. Once you've worked out your nutrition, we will be checking in with you on the VVIP page. So the most important thing is that nutrition is worked out, classes are booked in, and of course, do your goal setting as well. So you've got the weekend. Now, we sent all this out on Wednesday. We've seen 1 or 2 for goal setting come through. I'd love to see a few more than that. So if you could get onto your goal setting as soon as possible, that would be great. And otherwise, we will see you in VVIP. I am running a live Q&A every Monday night at 7 p.m. So that is where we will be answering any and all questions. And then, of course, throughout the week, there will be coach check-ins and all the rest of it. This video is the worst quality ever because my office is a mess at the moment, but that's okay. I think you're all amazing and we're going to have such a good time. I can't wait to get into this challenge with you guys. And that's it. I will see you in the gym and online very, very soon. Let's go for it.